friends, and welcome once again to Virtual Spring Break, the program that brings the adventures to you. My name is Miss Odalis, coming to you here from the Fairfield Lane Library, and I want to thank you for joining us one more time as we go on these virtual adventures together. If you haven't had the chance to see our previous videos, go to our YouTube channel so that you can enjoy those with your family. The first week we got together, we had the opportunity of exploring the best of America's national parks. Last week we went on a water adventure and we got the opportunity of diving deep into so many underwater explorations. And today I am so excited that we're going to be discovering museums and art. And we have put together so many adventures, so many iconic destinations and cultural activities, and I can't wait to show them all to you. But before we begin, online safety is really important to us. So if you're underage, just make sure that before you go exploring the web for these links and these adventures, you have an adult with you. Now, are you ready to get started? Come join me, let's get started. All right, so our first adventure for today is going to take us to the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History. And we always like to give you a little bit of information of every site before we begin. And the National Museum of Natural History is considered to be one of the world's leading resources for scientific and cultural research and heritage. With over 126 million natural specimens, artifacts, and photographs, this impressive museum attracts millions of visitors each year, making it one of the world's most visited museums. Since opening its doors in 1910, the museum has sought to inspire the curiosity and learning about the world we live in. From dinosaurs to diamonds, from the wonders of the animal kingdom to the history and origins of the human race, there's so much to see and learn in this museum. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the museum has remained closed to the public for this past year, but their digital offerings and experiences allow visitors of all ages to continue learning and exploring from afar. With a wide range of virtual tours, exhibits, distance learning, webinars, and interactive activities suitable for families and classrooms alike, this virtual trip is one that you cannot miss. You can visit the museum webpage, and as you can see, you have the link right there at the page, but we're going to have all the links available for you at the end of the video as well as in the description box. All right, our next and second adventure for today takes us to Versailles, and the Palace of Versailles is one of the most visited cultural sites in the world today. Regarded as a World Heritage Site, this immense site, whose origins date back to the 17th century, was successively a hunting lodge, a seat of power, being the principal royal residence of France, from 1682 until the start of the French Revolution in 1789 under Louis XVI, and from the 19th century on, a museum. With beautiful romantic gardens and carefully designed palaces featuring impressive halls, fountains, royal apartments, and more, this palace is a true testament to power and opulence. Google Arts and Culture has put together a comprehensive virtual tour where you can explore it all, from the fun facts, never before seen content, 3D models, and VR experiences. Enjoy the artwork up close, take a walk through the chambers, the chapels, and the garden. You are sure to feel like a royal after this one, and you have the link right there so you can start exploring. All right, so our third item on the list is iconic and unique hubs in 360. And from museums, we now turn our attention to some of the most iconic and unique cultural hubs in the world. The first one we're going to be exploring is the Vatican. The Vatican is called the Museum of Museums, and it not only houses the extensive collections of art, archaeology, and ethnoanthropology gathered by the popes over the centuries, but it also contains some of the apostolic palace's most extraordinary and artistically significant rooms. The Vatican Museum, which has long drawn tourists to marvel at the iconic works of art from the Sistine Chapels, the villas and gardens, and so much more, has put together a series of 360-degree interactive videos to tour and explore their most impressive rooms. You can follow the link so that you can start exploring at your own leisure. Our next iconic hub takes us to the Sydney Opera House. Known for being a UNESCO World Heritage Site, as well as its characteristic architecture, the Sydney Opera House is a multi-venue performing arts center located in Sydney, Australia. This 360-degree video made in partnership with the Google Cultural Institute allows us to experience the bustle of Sydney's Opera House while listening to soprano Nicole Carr, cellist Benjamin Schwartz, as well as Sydney Symphony Orchestra, directed by Chief Conductor David Robertson. You can follow that very first link so that you can experience this video, but you can also visit their website at www.sydneyoperahouse.com to continue exploring with their on-demand content and past performances. We have also included a third link, and you can see it right there, so that you can explore the Vivid Sydney Festival of Lights, Music, and Ideas. And this one is pretty cool because local artists, they light up the Sydney Opera House with their different art creations. So check that one out. That one is really cool. I like that one a lot. All right, for our last iconic hub, this one takes us to Egypt, and we're going to explore the tomb of Queen Meresank III. In this 360-degree video, go inside this Egyptian tomb where you can tour the mesmerizing rock-cut chapel with its beautiful carved walls and painted scenes of the queen and her royal family. Queen Meresank III was the granddaughter of King Khufu, the builder of the Great Pyramid. And you can go through this link, egimonuments.gov, so that you can go through the entire tomb and visit the different halls at your leisure. Our fourth item on the list, let me go back, has us coming to some more cultural destinations. And I think it's safe to say that during this stay-at-home period, we have all daydreamed about the days when we can travel again. Maybe you even have a bucket list of places that you would like to visit when all of this is over. I know that I do. Well, luckily, many of those bucket list places are allowing us to go explore them virtually, so we don't really have to wait. The Great Wall of China, aside from being China's most famous attraction, it's also considered a wonder of the world. The Great Wall was continuously built from the 3rd century BC to the 17th century AD on the northern border of the country as a great military defense project of successive Chinese empires. The total length of the wall is 20,000 kilometers. The China Guide brings us a virtual tour of these impressive ancient fortifications. You can take a mini tour for free, or you can pay $8 to have the full tour, which includes the total 14 scenes along the wall in high resolution. And you have the link right there so that you can visit it. Another cultural destination that we're going to be exploring today is the Taj Mahal. A quick search of the Taj Mahal in Google Arts and Culture will have you learning and exploring one of the greatest monuments in the world in no time. The Taj Mahal was erected in 1631 by the 5th Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan to honor the memory of his favorite wife. It is said that the emperor promised his wife on her deathbed that he would build a monument that would match her beauty. Google Arts and Culture has over 195 items on the Taj Mahal to explore, including online exhibits to guided virtual reality tours, amongst others. The tour works best if you download the free app for the full VR experience. Our third cultural destination is taking us to Machu Picchu. Also through Google Arts and Culture, you can experience another World Heritage Site, this time Machu Picchu. High in the slopes of the Andes lay the awe-inspiring ruins of Machu Picchu. The ruins themselves are a marvel of engineering, more so when we consider that this Incan civilization did not use metal tools, the mortar, or the wheel. It's also impressive how its architecture was designed to blend with the dramatic landscape of the tropical rainforests that surround it. You can travel deep into Peru and explore this Inca fortress, take in the panoramic views, visit the Inca museums, and enjoy the online exhibits which feature a large collection of ancient artifacts. Our fifth and last item on the list is theater and music. And we wanted not only to showcase places that you can visit, but also artistic experience that you can also have with your family and enjoy them from home. The Metropolitan Opera House, or Met for short, has nightly Met Opera streams. So every night at 7:30, they upload a new stream and they have it available until the next day at 6:30. You can visit their website through our link so that you can watch these. All right. And if you'd rather enjoy a classical concert from an orchestra, both the Berlin Philharmonic and the Detroit Symphony Orchestra have free playlists that you can access by creating a free account. You can look for the links at the end of this program to take you there. Another great option when it comes to artistic performances is to enjoy a night at the theater, but this time from the comfort of home. Did you know that you can use your library card to access a variety of stage productions for free? Visit our library's webpage at www.lanepl.org and click on the e-resources tab at the top of the page. From there, you can click on the videos option from the drop-down menu, and from there you can select Canopy. Canopy is an award-winning video streaming service providing access to more than 30,000 independent and documentary films, titles of unique and social and cultural value from the Criterion Collection, the Great Courses, Media Education Foundation, and thousands of independent filmmakers. Also included are a variety of theater plays for you and your family to enjoy. Using your library card and pen, you can access these free resources and watch from any smart device. All right, and for our next section, we cannot forget about the kids and the young ones in the house. There were so many amazing adventures for kids and families that I decided to create another section especially for this. And we know that no family trip is complete without some kid-friendly stops along the way. For our bonus finds today, we've rounded up some activities for the little ones, but these are so much fun, we're sure the whole family are going to enjoy them. Our first stop for today is the Roald Dahl Museum in Great Missenden, England. Because of the pandemic, the museum has been closed this entire year and it remains currently closed. However, they have created a section on their webpage called Museum at Home, where you can explore the museum as well as take part in all the activities that they have uploaded for families to do at home. You can follow our link to visit. Our next activity for kids. Now, if your kids love space and learning about aeronautics and space exploration, they're really gonna like our next stops in this virtual trip. First up, the Glenn Research Center here in Ohio has put together a list of virtual tours for all explorers. Tour the in-space propulsion facility, experience their supersonic wind tunnel, and take a look at their simulated lunar operation laboratory, among many other virtual experiences you can find at their webpage. You have that first link over there that will take you to that activity. Also from NASA, visit their NASA from Home webpage where you can explore their facilities, view their laboratories, enter their operations control centers, and so much more. Get exploring worlds unknown by visiting that second link that we have put together for you right over there. And speaking about space, if these out of this world adventures leave your kids asking for more, make sure to visit the Access Mars with Google, a web VR experience in collaboration with NASA as well. Access Mars lets anyone with an internet connection take a guided tour of what the scientists experience. A simple walkthrough explains what the Curiosity rover does and details its dramatic landing in 2012. Users can also visit 4 sites that have been critical to NASA's Mars Science Laboratory mission. And you have that third link right over there so that you can start exploring and get the full interactive experience. For our last stop at the bonus kids section, last but certainly not least, we have a really cool spot for the artistic kids in the family. If visiting all those museums left your young ones wishing they could have a museum just for them, then look no further. Met Kids is a digital feature made for, with, and by kids. Discover fun facts about the works of art, hop in a time machine, watch behind the scenes videos, and get ideas for your own creative projects. Check out the MedKids blog for news and to discover what you can learn from the museum's young visitors from around the world. And you have the link so that you can take your kids and family to explore this one. And that's all we have for today, everyone. I am so glad that we got the chance to explore the arts and culture from all around the world. And I think one thing that we have found out through these adventures is that no matter the obstacles, there's always so much to explore and to learn. We're so glad that we were able to connect you and your family with all these opportunities so that you can be exploring for days. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now we hope you have a fun, safe, and amazing spring break. See you next time at the Lane Libraries. Bye.